Guys, welcome back. It's time for your TECHLABS Grand Finals. Na'Vi taking on Empire, a rematch of the winner bracket finals. We do apologize for the delay. It's being held at a LAN tournament in Moscow. There's been some Dota 2 server problems. Various stuff we had to sort through, but it looks like we're now live inside the game. One draft here. It's a best of three. No one's got an advantage. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. Joining me, much like our previous game, is Winter. How are you doing, Winter? I'm good. Not too late for there. Not getting too tired.
Nope, I don't really need coffee at the moment.
That's good to hear. You shouldn't drink coffee. That stuff's bad for you. I tell LD that every day, but he never listens. So maybe I can rub off on you the right way, hopefully. But we're gonna hop ourselves into our Game 1 draft here. Empire taking on Na'Vi. Last time these two teams met, it was Empire taking a 2-1 victory in the winner bracket final. They won Game 1 as well as Game 3. Na'Vi looked like all right there in Game 1 and 2, but Game 3 it was really sloppy play.
Venomancer. Bad news.
Bad news for Empire, you think, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Empire managed to beat the Venomancer once in their best of three, I think. I think one of the games the game Na'Vi won, they had Venomancer, as well as the Game 3, I want to say. One of the games where Empire won, Na'Vi also had Venomancer.
Probably. I can't remember. I can probably check if you want to.
Yeah.
I'll just take a quick look if I'm right.
Yeah, you can. I can't actually tab out and check myself, being as I'm in the game draft here. But Empire are going to pick up Visage and Bounty Hunter. For the first time, we're seeing a different offlaner, and this is Empire, who like the Bounty Hunter, something which in the Na'Vi vs Power Rangers series we saw the Clockwork and Timbersaw mostly, but this time around it's Bounty Hunter making an appearance.
Yeah, Timbersaw is getting a little bit of hate already. Nobody wants to pick him up that much anymore. Like there's one of the few games in the last series, Na'Vi against Team Empire, where both teams didn't really pick Timbersaw, and he was banned like very late in the stage of the pick and ban phase.
Well, and Na'Vi now with their second pick coming out, we have to see what they look to go for here. As far as the big heroes here, the support's being picked up for the most part here. Venomancer, Visage being picked up. Empire get their offlaner. Na'Vi don't have... They may just go for the Timbersaw here, I feel. Get Funix Timbersaw as their second pick, because it seems like with Clockwork banned out, that really is the trend here. Get one of your supports plus your offlaner in your first two picks.
Yeah, and Timbersaw is just so good against most of the situations. Against any draft, he's in general just a really good hero. And like you said, Timbersaw is one of the best offlaners. There's not many other heroes that can replace and take the role of the offlane as well as a Timbersaw does.
Yeah. Well, as far as this best of three grand final, the odds on the Dota 2 lounge for people betting their rares, it was Na'Vi like 75% favorites, which, considering Empire just beat Na'Vi in a best of three yesterday, is quite surprising. Not to mention Na'Vi, they started playing very early this morning. They played in the second matchup today, but they've had a much longer day.
I still think Gods, my rares are safe on Team Empire.
Okay. All right. Well, Na'Vi, they do pick up the Timbersaw, and now we look towards...
You sound like you have your rares all on Na'Vi.
Look, I would not bet on Na'Vi with the 75% odds. Like, you don't win many rares off of that. If it was something like, if it was 50-50 odds, I would bet on Na'Vi.
Yeah, true.
But with the odds as they are, I would also bet on Empire.
You're a man of good calculation.
Yeah. I'm not a foolish bettor. I'm not going to just bet on the team I think... if someone asked me who I think is going to win, I would say Na'Vi. I would give them an edge, but not a 75% edge.
I think you could say Na'Vi will win if Havos is better at calculating his moves.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a grand finals here. Havos was definitely looking pretty happy and cheery earlier today. Dendi was joking around in the lobby as well. So Na'Vi seemed to be in good spirits, though, just even with the loss yesterday. I think they're probably pretty confident coming into this grand final. I mean, Na'Vi are always confident.
Yeah, they have the superior experience as a team. They played with each other longer than the Empire team. And grand finals are just what Na'Vi excels at. They can play very badly for the whole group stage, for the whole elimination stage, but when it comes to the point where they're gonna lose in one game, they're gonna just play their best Dota there.
I still love how, like, back in the Alienware Cup, where Na'Vi finished bottom of their groups and then go on to win the tournament completely. It was just one of those just typical Na'Vi moments. Like, they have fun, they mess around a bit in the group stage.
You remember TI2?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That group stage did not go well for Na'Vi.
And
that first day. That first day especially.
Yeah, all of a sudden they just, they just rape everybody.
At the same time, Puppy was like a bit sick during the, Na'Vi didn't spend any of their days really practicing, and like the first day of group stage, Puppy was sick. So I mean, it was definitely Na'Vi not in really peak form there, but They are a team who are just so good at bouncing back and winning when it matters. Like I think that sums up Navi really well. They win the big matches. They win the matches which really count.
To be a true champion, you have to be able to win when you're not having the best odds. Not
Yeah.
only when you're having the best odds. So if you win when you can come back from a game where you are losing so much, or you can just win where you don't have practice that much that week because of certain issues. That makes you a true champion.
Well, you mentioned, I mean, Navi at TI2, or look at TI3, talking about winning when you shouldn't. Navi beat Tong Fu from incredible deficit there with the Pudge Fountain Hooks. Then they turned around and beat Orange Esports when they were behind by an incredible deficit. So this is a team who...
They were given an incredible deny though.
Yeah. It's just amazing how Navi find ways to win games where it looks like they shouldn't win. But looking at the other team they're up against, Team Empire, they've had one small, well, I say small roster change. It's replacing their solo mid. They brought in Resolution to replace Scandal, and they've been looking red hot. Even before this roster change,
do you know
he's
really actually drafting as well?
Is he? I'm not sure. The way it works is
at the blue slot.
Okay. The way it works is it doesn't actually show who's drafting.
Yeah.
Even though he's in the top slot, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's actually the drafter here.
But most of the teams are just still doing the same thing, where the captain is still always at the blue side or the pink corner.
Yeah. It may be the case where he's drafting. He's like the youngest and newest member of the team, so it'd be kind of surprising, but I guess not unheard of if he'd be the drafter here. But we'll see what Empire have in plan. Maybe I'll try to figure it out before the next game exactly who's drafting for him. They pick up the Crystal Maiden, which is pretty nice for his third pick here. Definitely a hero that doesn't always make it this far into the draft. And Na'Vi, the Havos Gyrocopter. They haven't had that much success with the Havos Gyrocopter.
I have not much confidence in the Gyrocopter pick here.
You're happy about your rares being on Empire right now?
Yeah. I rather them have something like an Alchemist. If they have something like an Alchemist, I would worry I'll lose my rares.
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't seen Alchemist at all the last few weeks, it feels like. When 6.79 first came out, teams were using Alchemist quite a bit. Alliance, Na'Vi, whoever it may be, like running him still as a carry hero. Teams are running him mid, especially the Chinese teams still love running him mid, but the last week,
even
the
as
hero's
support.
disappeared. Yeah.
Even as a support, they still run him.
But like Empire, Na'Vi, Alliance, these teams have stopped picking up the Alchemist. I mean, do you feel like there's any big reason why?
I'm not really sure. Do you think something went wrong that we didn't actually see?
Well,
What
I
happened?
think it's the changes that teams aren't really running greedy carries anymore is the main thing. I don't think it's Alchemist is something weaker.
But the thing is, Alchemist can be greedy at the same time, but he can be conservative where you just tweak your skill build, tweak your item builds, join fights early. It's not a problem for
There was
Alchemist.
the Shadowblade nerf, I guess, which hurt him, because if you want to try and be more aggressive early, like you go for that Shadowblade build, and the Shadowblade nowhere near as strong as it used to be. It's still good, but...
I still think it's just a minor setback, the Shadowblade build, where the 10 seconds doesn't really make a huge deal out of Alchemist, but I don't know, must have been something like a gameplay change where teams prefer other heroes and there are more counters towards Alchemist.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing a lot more like Timbersaw and Clockwork, which are kind of annoying heroes to verse for Alchemist. Teams definitely going for more like 2-3 core lineups, although Alchemist, that's not necessarily a problem for him. Empire going to pick up a Puck though now. So there's your solo mid. They don't opt to pick up their carry just yet. They pick up a Puck.
I like this lineup from Empire a lot. It's a lineup where they just excel at fighting early. If they get a lead from the track goal, they'll just snowball more and more and more and more until they just roll you out of the game. And the last pick, the dream pickup for the last hero for Empire would be Lifestealer, but unfortunately Lifestealer is not in the pool anymore.
They can just maybe they go for the Alchemist. I mean, we talk about this hero hasn't been picked much lately, but they need a tri lane farmer, and they can get a greedy carry as well because they've got a CM Visage tri lane. They've got a good offlaner, a solid mid hero. So if they want to go for a greedy carry, they definitely can try and do so.
Yeah, they definitely can. But there are so many options right now for them. They can go for the Clinks. I think Clinks is still fine for them at the moment. They can go for something like a more teamfight orientated, a Luna. But Luna isn't like a Russian hero, I feel.
It has been at times. Like Na'Vi don't pick it up. Na'Vi pick it up from time to time. In the past, Virtus Pro used to run a lot of Luna back in their like TI3, like when they're leading up to TI3. But
do you think Klinks is actually a good pickup here? I actually feel Klinks is quite decent in this situation.
They have a very squishy lineup then. They go anti-mage though, so
anti-mage.
They get the old tried and tested anti-mage. This is good hero against Timbersaw.
I have not seen like them use anti-mage, I feel.
I like the
Silent-
slider ban from Navi. They've used slider a few times Empire, but not going to get to here.
Silent hasn't been playing too much of a hero like anti-mage. He's mostly I see him on heroes like Mirana,
Yeah.
the Klings, all those aggressive heroes.
Well, you can get a bit
Anti-mage.
aggressive with anti-mage, like not in the first 15-20 minutes in, but once you have your Battle Fury Manta style, you can come to fights if you want to. But
Or you just go for other item builds, Vanguard early and fight.
that's a forgotten build. Back in the good old anti-mage days where you actually went for Vanguard, but no longer the case on this hero.
Yeah, I
Vanguard
think
used to be like first item for so many carries. Navi,
Wow.
get the punch. Look,
punch.
Look, Dendi had there was a camera shot of Navi before the match, and Dendi had a huge smile on his face, and I literally said, I
now
wonder
I
if
know
he's
why.
smiling because Puppy's going to pick him Pudge.
Puppy said, "Okay, Daniel, you're getting purged the first game." So he's smiling.
He had his hoodie on, and he had this great big grin on his face, and this is exactly why.
What do you think of the Pudge pick in this situation? Fire squishy heroes everywhere. Food for the Pudge.
It definitely can create a lot of space for Havos to farm, and hopefully, I mean, Havos has had a lot of his past Gyrocopter games. He struggled to really get space to farm, and this is a lineup where I feel Navi can just go with a safe lane trial, and if they want to, maybe Kuroki heads towards top. If they put Winran and Venomancer at bottom, Puppy can be like your jungling Venomancer. Dendi should be able to create a lot of space for Havos to do his thing.
Yeah, and he's laning against a Puck. Puck isn't the best hero to just suppress the Pudge a lot.
Yeah, at the same, I mean, and Pudge is a hero who doesn't really need to necessarily get a lot of farm anyways. He just needs to just sit there passively and then create space later on.
But I think it's really important if you're laning against a Pudge to shut him down, because Pudge is those type of heroes. If you don't punish his main weakness is the first few levels, and his laning phase is a melee hero, and he needs to solo because he needs a lot of levels. If you're able to punish him in those few levels, he's going to be a lot weaker later on. But if he gets away, like a normal hero solos middle, he's going to have a huge impact later on because his spells are just so deadly.
Well, we'll introduce our two teams here, guys. For those of you tuning in now, it's the grand finals of the TECHLABS Cup 2013. Empire playing over on the dire side. They're your winner brackets champions. They made their way through, beating Navi already. Always want to fly, playing the safe lane Visage, supporting Silent on the anti-mage. Vengscore, your other support. He's on the Crystal Maiden. Solo mid, Resolution, the new addition to the player. A young Russian guy playing the Puck. And then finally, in the offlane, Mag on the Bounty Hunter. He's your offlane player for Team Empire.
And for Team Navi on the Radiant side, we have Funnick starting with the boots on his Timbersaw. And we have Pudge played by Dundee on solo mid. Kuroki on the support Windrunner. Venomancer played by Puppy. And we have Havos the carry on the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, so Havos is going to be looking at a lane against a Bounty Hunter. A very easy matchup for a Gyrocopter, even without the support.
Where is the lane going to end up? Oh, it's going to end up really deep for the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, this is tough for him. There's Sentry Wards as well. They make sure they have their pull here. Only the one Sentry for Puppy, so Bounty Hunter should get some okay experience here, but...
I think he'll get level 2, yeah.
Yeah, he can get level 2, and then he can harass the jungle. Puppy, I think, is going to go straight jungle. He's going to go kill this medium camp here that he likes to do.
Oh, he's going to do the greedy build.
No.
Poison, Sting, and Wards.
He's going to... Yeah, he's already stacking this up, and I think he is going to go for that greedy build, because... He doesn't need to zone out Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's going to just... Even 1v1, Bounty Hunter struggles against Gyrocopter. Havos, like, while you're not going to stop him getting experience, you can just stop him getting farm, which means Navi, you're going to have 3 heroes farming at bottom lane. They'll have the jungle Kuroki Windrunner here doing pulls. They'll have Venomancer, Puppy jungling, and...
Matt gets the pull off, I think. He's going to pull the creep wave away.
Oh, no. Not quite.
Oh, he didn't manage to do so, but he'll be able to steal some XP here.
But he could get experience in lane as well. Like, I feel like getting experience isn't enough. He needs to get farm, because Navi are farming up 4 heroes right now. Funnick's not getting much farm in the offlane, but Dendi's getting farm mid. Both their supports are farming.
I think he's okay at the moment if he doesn't get farm, as long as he gets levels, because Bounty Hunter doesn't really need too much of a farm early. He can get his money from track goal later on.
Dendi hits a hook on mid lane on Resolution. Just going for a bit of harass here, as he's going to be looking to salve up, I imagine. Should probably look for a fast bottle, or maybe he wants to go for the boots first here, depending on how he feels about this matchup.
I think he would still go for the bottle because he's out of regen at the moment.
Well, regen rune at top lane. Always want to fly on the Visage, going to be the one getting that. As for Empire, they're being greedy as well. So, I mean, we talk about Navi getting a lot out of their greedy supports. similar story for Empire. Crystal Maiden going for that jungle build. You've got Visage who can do some pulls as well, but they maybe want to go for a kill soon here on Funnick, who's getting very low on mana.
Yeah, but he has boots already, so I don't think it'll be that easy for them to get the kill unless Funnick makes a very greedy move. He runs up very deep into the lane, and the Maiden somehow manages to frostbite him.
Well, Puppy now up to level 2 in the jungle. Hasn't skilled his Poison Sting yet, but he's probably just waiting to see. If he can get a kill on mid lane, he may go for the Gal. Ooh, Dendy was looking for a hook there. Caught it just before he threw it in. Puppy,
Yeah, once Dandy missed the hook, he immediately skilled his Poison Sting. He knows there's going to be no opportunity to kill animals, so he's taking his spells just to prioritize his farming.
Yep, he's going to kill off this medium camp again. Some Ogre Magi's. Ogre
This
Bruises.
is actually just very similar to what people do with the Crystal Maiden, where they jungle very near to the solo mid hero.
Yep.
It's more like the same thing.
You can help him out in a pinch. Even without Gale, you can still help out. Just Poison Sting does some alright damage there. Funnick at top getting harassed. He hasn't got a Timber Chain at the moment, but he should be... Ooh, will be close. Will be forced back here. They don't go for a Frostbite or any harass. Antimage was just too far away, but... Funnick should be okay until Antimage hits level 6. Once you get your Antimage level 6, it is problematic from Dendy at mid lane looking for a kill. Gonna throw the hook, misses resolution after the Jaunt. If that hits, Dendy gets his first blood.
Yeah, he has his bottle plus boots already. He's having a good, I would say a good time considering that he's up against a Pug. He's just behind by 4 CS. That's alright for a Pudge.
Yeah, it's fantastic for a Pudge considering it's a range hero harassing him. Meanwhile, bottom lane Mag taking a bit of a harass here. He's not in too much danger. There's no dust or detection for him for the time being, so it's Puppy with the central, but he's seeing it mid lane. This hook is going to land. Resolution all about afterwards. Dendy's just on top of this lane as far as actually zoning the puck out of it. Dendy's got leading by almost half a level right now.
Yeah, landing those hooks means the Puck, he can't really use his orb to farm because he's always going to be in danger of getting hooked. If he doesn't have an orb and the Pudge manages to hook her, he's going to be dead.
Well, now we see Dendy pick up a double damage rune, so that's going to help him out a bit as well. He's also getting close to that level 6. Puck also just Bottle Crow right off the roof.
And Puppy is still rotating with a skill point always open on his hero. I think this is just a really good way of playing. If he needs the Gale, he will take the Gale. If he doesn't, he's going back to farm. He's probably just going to take another point in the
Pushing
wall.
bottom tower as well. They're going to get a tier 1 tower very early on. TP coming in, Crystal Maiden. They want to try and go. Puppy gets the Gale. He uses on Mag. Shackle shot to follow. Havos flacking away. Mag is going to go down.
In as well.
Yeah. They make sure they get the tower tonight. Mag knows he's giving up the first blood. He gets the tower tonight. Havos is going to go for a second kill. Always when a flyer goes down. And Vengsker on that CM very close to giving up a second kill. Na'Vi, while they don't get the tower kill, they do manage to get 2 kills out of it, so it's a good win for Na'Vi at the bottom lane.
Well, I think if they would have TP'd at the same time or TP'd a bit earlier, they could have just gotten away. They TP'd a little too late because the tower was already got down when they came down off the TP.
Yeah. I think I like what Bounty Hunter did there. As soon as he got hit by the Gale and the Shackle, he didn't even try and run away or try and fight. He just started right-clicking to deny the tower because I think he accepted the fact and knew that he was going to die. But Empire still give up 2 kills to Na'Vi, and then, well, now Dendy's up to level 6 at mid lane. Na'Vi looking really good here. Voss with phase boots, 500 gold on top of this. He's got 33 creeps. He's on par with the Anti-Mage, which is what you'd hope for from your safe lane Gyrocopter.
Yeah, I think we're most likely going to see a first item Blade Dagger from the Pudge this round because he's having such a good start.
He'll still go for, I guess, like the urn and the wand.
Probably the urn after the urn. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The question is, does he even go for much more? Puck throws down an orb at mid lane. He has to be careful. Dendy. Oh, he's not going for the hook.
Middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't have much vision near the top.
He saw the Visage rotating over. That's why
he does have vision. I'm about to say, I didn't see that Observer Ward on the minimap, but yeah, there was a Radiant Observer Ward at top there as well. Cheeky play from Dendy. Went for the hook at mid lane. He knew Resolution was rotating back, and if he hits a hook with a Dismember, he almost gets that kill. So
I think he can just silence after the hook lands, and he just uses his haste to get out. He should be fine regardless.
Yeah, Dendy's got... I mean, he can Bottle Crow here, so he's just happy to look for any harass he can, but as it stands...
Puck is rotating bottom with the haste rune. This is going to be a good opportunity to pick up Havos.
Well, Havos could be under his tower in a second here.
They have track.
Well, Havos, don't take those creeps. He takes 70 damage here. That 70 damage could come back to bite him. Well...
Here comes the Resolution.
Here we go. Yep, the coil to start things off. Havos in trouble. Could drop the cooldown. Gets Silencer before he can. And he's trying to just turn this one around on Mag. If he got the cooldown off before the silence, maybe he gets a kill. But Empire just a bit too quick for him.
Potentially, he kills both of them if he got the cooldown off.
Yeah. He almost, I think he had like half a second where he could have cast it, but he just started with the rocket barrage and the flat cannon, so didn't actually manage to get that kill.
Yeah, he wanted to get all his spells off. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess if he casts the cooldown, he doesn't get the rocket barrage off, so he only maybe had the chance to cast one of the two spells.
Yeah, true. So it was still very unfortunate that he didn't get the kill, but as the game goes right now, the anti-mage is getting more farm than Gyro just because of the pick-off.
Yeah. Still, I think Na'Vi is still in a good position. Like, your Windrunner as a support has Arcane Boots level 6. Puppy's getting decent farm on his support, Venomancer. Right now,
Hook,
Na'Vi supports
hook.
are very farmed.
Oh, the hook barely hit.
Did he phase
He
shift it?
almost, yeah, he almost got hooked there. If he got hooked there, might have died.
Yeah, any hook can be followed up by a Dismember. Even with the... Waning Rift has actually been maxed by Resolution. I guess partly because of this matchup against the Pudge.
The regen rune. I thought that the Visage actually managed to deny it, but Timothy managed to take it at top.
Do you feel the max silence on Puck is because of the Pudge, or does he just want more points in the silence anyways?
I think more points in the silence is good if you are trying to kill heroes, because actually both of them do the similar amount of damage, the orb and the silence. Yeah. But having more orbs, it just means that you can farm easier in the lane. But killing power-wise, having the silence at a higher level gives you more.
Well, Puppy's been left alone in this mid lane. Looks like Dendy's rotated towards top, but Puppy could be looking to give up a track kill here. Max rotated in. Speaking of Dendy, he's smoked
This is
top.
the standard smoke. Dendy getting his own smoke, rotating around to kill and leaving the lane.
Oh, Coil at mid lane though. Puppy in trouble.
Track.
Orb actually going to miss here, but the track comes in. The Orb doesn't matter. It's the Waning Rift which does more damage, and Puppy gives up a track kill to Empire. TP in from the winner of Kuroki.
Three heroes there.
Oh,
Dendy misses his hook at top.
Oh no.
Another miss hook.
That was a smoke gank as well. Denny's put a lot of time into that one. He's farming and getting lots of levels, but you've got to get the kills as Pudge as well. You can't just be getting the decent farm.
Yeah, kills is the thing that matters a lot because he gives him strength, and more importantly, he wants to get ahead of levels.
Oh, he went for another hook. Another one missing on Silent. And Silent...
10 points for effort there, gods.
He threaded through some creeps, but effort doesn't... At this point, effort doesn't matter. You're in the grand finals. You need more than effort to win you the grand finals.
You need to make results happen.
Execution and results, and that's what's going to come down to. Havos is playing and farming some of the best we've seen him do this tournament. He's up to 62 CS, and suddenly he's back on par with the Anti-Mage. Look at both Havos and Silent. 34 denies for Anti-Mage, 23 for Havos and the Gyrocopter.
Top lane, running in trouble.
Oh, he's got no mana. Uses the Mana Void. The Soul Assumption to follow. Empire get themselves a kill there. Nice little pickup there. Meanwhile, bottom river, Mag scouts out the Gyrocopter. He's going to go into the side.
Gank. Resolution is coming from the side. They're going to probably get Havos again. Havos.
Careful. He's got an Ogre Club, so he's up to 960 HP. Dendy's also nearby, so this is still a risky gank for Empire.
They can still pop him as soon as they get every spell off. They can just start out with a call into the orb and silence. Make sure that the Gyro doesn't get any spells off and just throw the track and toss on him. She should be able to die pretty quickly.
Well, we'll see how this pause affects things here as Na'Vi, one of their players, disconnecting out. Visage, no TP. That's important.
And no TP as well.
If either of those two heroes had a TP, I would definitely worry for Na'Vi. But they've got 4 heroes mid against 3, and Empire can't actually rotate in. I guess Anti-Mage could buy a TP from the side shop, but he's not going to TP. He wants to farm.
It's actually, the more I think about it, since they don't have TPs, it's going to be quite risky. If they fail to burst down Havos, it's going to be really bad for them.
Yeah, Venomancer doesn't have his ulti yet. He's got Plague Ward, so you've got just like hook, shackle shots. If either of those two things hit, Empire loses fight. They may just have to give this tower up, depending on how they feel about taking this fight. I don't think they can fight, not without the Visage.
Yeah, it's very difficult at this situation because, like you mentioned, Havos has the Ogre Club. That changes a lot of things.
Well, yeah, Havos, the Ogre Club alone will probably give them enough HP to survive this one. They're going to just keep pushing out the lane. The smoke, actually, it's going to be Resolution backing off even further. Na'Vi, they TP the Timbersaw top. They are going to commit to this tier 1 tower, and Empire not going to defend it. Puppy odds the Venomancer, gets the last hit. And Na'Vi, they're down a kill, but they're getting a decent amount of tower gold as well as farm on multiple heroes.
You're going to be moving into the jungle right now. Possibly trying to control more space and stop the Empire heroes from using the jungle.
They may just look to get some more offensive observer wards being planted here, because Empire scattered them out. Na'Vi should know.
Look at Empire. The Puck and the CM are just waiting on the high ground there.
Well, Empire can just scout out every movement from Na'Vi. The dust is there, but they don't know where Mag is, and Mag is just tracking them right now. I think Na'Vi don't really care because they're going for towers right now. They're grouped up, they have 5 heroes top, they can go for this last tier 1 tower, and suddenly, Na'Vi will be up 3 towers to nothing if Empire aren't counter-pushing it all, and Na'Vi have a 3k gold lead already as it is.
Yeah, the anti-mage already rotated bottom to try and
Yeah.
split push. He's like 500, 300
And he also just
go
can't
away.
farm top lane, so...
Yeah, 300 go away from his battle fury.
This is nice. He's got the boots there as well, so this is going to be a really good timing.
Middle tower is under
Navi's gonna try and defend the mid tier 1 while taking Empire's tier 1 at top.
They want to have their cake and eat it too, but pushing this top lane will be fairly slow, and it looks like Empire...
They
They
want to
TP1.
defend their own cake as well.
Yeah, they see Na'Vi with multiple heroes mid. They're thinking, well, Na'Vi are getting greedy. They're defending mid and trying to push top. Let's try and punish them. Na'Vi realize what's going on though. Timbersaw as well as Gyrocopter
Yeah,
already
they're
tipping out.
they're rotating one hero, Gyrocopter bottom as well.
Na'Vi saw them.
to
They have
defend.
an observer ward. They actually saw this rotation. This observer ward saw the puck TP to the tier 2 and swing through the jungle. Really great warding from Na'Vi.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, that
tower
came down
is
because
under
of the
attack.
fact that after they took down the mid tier 1, they rotated into the jungle as a group so that it's safe for the supports to place wards in the jungle. That
Yeah.
ward really paid off there.
Well, we'll see what he can do now with his battle free. He's got the Quelling Blade, so he can just farm up the jungle here. He doesn't have to go too far to continue farming, but Puppy's nearby could look to just harass and be annoying, but Silent find some decent farm here. Meanwhile, the rest of Na'Vi, 3 heroes at top, 1 at bottom, and Puppy just kind of positioned near the mid lane with an Invis rune now.
I think the situation right now benefits more on the anti-mage because anti-mage will get more farm in this sort of situation. He farms faster than a Gyrocopter, but if Empire tries to fight now, it could be really bad for them because the anti-mage is not in any condition to fight. He just got his
Yeah.
battle fury and he just wants to be farming everything he can right now without participating in fights.
Empire just have a bad fighting lineup as it is as well. They've got no good frontline tanks. They're all
Puppy's
squishy
gonna
heroes.
Puppy's gonna scout the
Yeah.
CM.
He goes in with the Gale. Ooh, poison sting damage to follow things up. Puppy's got to be careful. The hook going to
Hold on,
land, but...
track.
Well, Crystal Maiden going to go down. Meanwhile, it's Venomancer
That's
going
better
down.
for the bounty hunter
Yeah.
team.
He gets a track kill. Silent's going to TP into this one. Dendy's in trouble. He's got no way out. Dendy may give up his life here. He's got 1 kill. He went for the deny.
Another
Doesn't
track.
get it.
That track was on 4 heroes.
Oh, dear. That's costly because Empire just want these little small skirmishes. Any ganks they can get is great because they don't want 5v5 fights. Their lineup not built for that, but getting solo kills and ganks is great, and also getting their anti-mates big and fat is also even better.
Yeah, now we had to fight as a group. Horus wasn't there, and moving like this into the enemy jungle, even though they have a ward, that was very, very dangerous.
Yep, well, Empire
Horus,
now.
they're hunting for Horus right now.
And well, Na'Vi have multiple heroes nearby. Venomancer and Windrunner Kuroki nearby as well. And Dendy TP's bottom. Smokes himself into the jungle. Puck gonna orb down towards the river.
Mag is gonna scout everything. Mag is gonna scout everything.
Dust? Who had the dust?
The dust is on
Venomancer
the
on
Vino.
cooldown.
Oh, he just used his dust.
That was a Windrunner. Vino has his still. But Mag avoided it. And they don't know
This
where he is, so...
This is just really good movement from the, or maybe I should say lucky movement from the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Spotting out the smoke gangs, not getting hit by the dust.
Mag is always just so good at
Oh,
scouting out a
Havos.
lot here. He's gonna
Havos.
go- the Dream Core gets used, the Silence could follow, and Havos gets blown up at the bottom lane. Na'Vi were there, but they just can't do anything about it. Dendy hooks a creep.
I think Dandy was just too far to try and save Horus there. Oh,
Yeah.
Dandy might be in trouble as well.
Oh, Kuroki's there nearby, but he can't really hit a shackle shot. He will
Shackle.
do so on Silent. Funnick now comes in as well, looking to burst down the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, though, may still be kept alive. Power shot finishes off the CM. Puck and orb to the low ground. It looks like Mag is being left to die as well. Dusted up. Should be an
Oh,
easy
they
kill
were-
for Na'Vi.
They were too greedy there, trying to get one more kill.
As soon as Na'Vi bring in 3, 4, 5 heroes, Empire can't fight. They've got Bounty and Puck as their 2 solos, and neither of these 2 heroes good for these big
Yeah.
fights.
Not to mention, Puck already used his ultimate
Yeah.
trying to kill the Gyro in the first situation. So trying to chase after the Pudge, which is also so tanky, was a really bad move there by Empire.
Yeah, Na'Vi have the Pudge as well as the Timbersaw. These 2 solo heroes, as far as frontliners go, are much tankier. Your Pudge sitting on 1300
lane.
HP,
Is
and your
Stanley gonna hit
Timbersaw
the
much
hook
tankier.
here?
That was... I would have... Well... I don't know
That was a
about
good
lucky
try.
for Silent.
Good try though.
Silent didn't even see Dendy there. That was just his last hitting movement. He moved back for the... just in between attacks there. But definitely a good try.
You know,
Silent...
some people actually think that hitting weaker players, that you can't judge their movement
Yeah.
is harder than hitting players that you know what they're gonna do.
That was that was very random movement from Silent. Dendy did not anticipate that one, 'cause I don't
I'm
think
not
Silent
saying-
had vision of him. So that was, I don't know if you call it luck or just smart play from Silent,
Yeah,
but
it's not entirely all Silent's good movement, but it's just the
being
way
unpredictable.
the way he moved was just unpredictable,
Yeah.
and the hook just missed.
Well, Dendy gonna go for an invis gank this time around. He's gonna look to find
Yeah.
this anti-mage, but
BKB is completed on the gyrocopter now.
okay. So 16 minutes in. This will help him out. This means he won't be able to get blown up as easily, but still feels like Na'Vi just not quite getting enough. They're not really slowing down this anti-mage enough.
I still think the rhythm right now is in Empire's favor because they have the anti-mage.
Yeah.
Oh, Dandy is gonna find the anti-mage.
Well, can he kill the anti-mage? At least not on his own, I don't think.
He's
Silence
gonna
got
kill the CM. Maybe he wants to go for the CM.
anti-mage blinks down back towards the middle lane. Meanwhile, Na'Vi have numbers at this top lane, and they're going for this tier 1 tower. Empire not...
knows Kuroki is behind alone.
Ooh. Have they got a gem or something for this? They've got the
they
gem
have
on
a
winner
gem, they
runner.
have a gem.
Mag
They have a
sees
gem.
this. He needs to just run. Props the phase boots, gets the hell out of there. Nice gem
Oh,
pick up by Na'Vi.
I like this by Empire as well. This is something Speed Gaming likes to do a lot. They have the Visage Ultimate pushing another lane. Their heroes are always trying to create another diversion in another lane. So they're essentially pushing 2 lanes out.
And now they're going to bring their heroes down towards bottom as well. Na'Vi are all grouped up near mid and top lane, and this leaves his bottom tier 1 tower empty. Sal's going to blink his way in. This is a tier 1 tower for him. That'll get him up to his Yasha, and Manta Star won't be too far off.
He might even go for the Bloods at this rate. I wouldn't even be surprised if he goes down that route.
Well, Na'Vi still have a 2k gold lead, but it feels like this is a lineup of theirs that needs to just keep increasing and snowballing, get further and further ahead, and they're not doing it right now.
Yeah, he just got his Yasha and he's TPing into the fight. They want to fight here.
Oh, Empire is smoked up. Resolution gets revealed. He gets a bit too close, and Na'Vi actually saw that one.
I don't know this
Shackle
about
shot, not
Empire
gonna
going in.
Yeah, I don't think they want to take a big 5-on-5 clash.
They have a BKB, a fresh BKB on Hogwarts as well.
Yeah. Bad time to fight for sure. Cooldown gets used too early.
Oh, call down.
Blinking from the puck. He's got his blink. He gets a silence off. Dendy Hook gets misses. It catches out Kuroki and said, Funny can be the first one to be brought down. One more soul assumption could finish him off, but still alive. Earn up. Gonna get cancelled for the time being. No one's actually taking a fall. Timbersaw gets brought down by Anti-Mage. Blinks in for a Mana Void. Gets himself out of there. Really nice play by Silent and Empire. I thought they were going to get punished for engaging there, but they've managed to find a way in.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I thought that wasn't a really good move by Empire because of the fact that BKB and Na'Vi have a better team fight lineup. That's all that matters for them right now. And I felt that decision was a bit risky, but they showed that they knew what was going to happen and everything was calculated. And they won
Dendy
the
Hook
fight.
not landing there. If that hits one of the Empire heroes, it should be a kill for Na'Vi, but Kuroki just got somewhat in the way here. And well, Puck now being annoying, just doing some harass from the side.
Timbersaw is going to try and stop the push from the anti-mage here. And they're sending in the Gyro as well.
Yeah.
They're committing 2 heroes. They can fight at top if they want to.
Uh-oh, Puck's already
catches
gone
out
in.
Venomancer.
Yeah. Vino in trouble here. Anti-Mage is coming in. Oh, he blinks into the hook! Oh, that was not intended. Silent, luckily for him, the shackle doesn't land. Puppy now on the run. The track is there. This is a track kill for Silent.
The hook was meant for Puppy.
Yeah, it was meant to save his life. Now, actually, Anti-Mage in a little bit of trouble. Havos could look for a cooldown here. Throws on the Anti-Mage. He gets out of it. Needs another blink. Will do so. Timbersaw needs a Timber Chain. It's not going to land on Silent. Chakram is slow.
The chakra misses.
Oh, can he get the Crystal Maiden? The Timber Chain not going to do damage. Vengster on the run. Whirling Death finishes him off. Anti-Mage, Mana Void, not enough damage. The Timber Chain now there needs a Chakram.
Chakram.
Not going to do enough damage. 3 points in Spell Shield should keep him alive. That Mana Void didn't quite do enough. Funnick now in trouble. Here's Mag as well. Anti-Mage staying nearby. He wants to maybe get some track money for this one. Timber Chain out. Funnick will be okay.
I don't think he should.
Doesn't want to get greedy.
Spell Shield doesn't help you against Chakram.
Shackle, Resolution, gonna get hooked here. Dendy gets the snipe. Great Shackle shot from Kuroki. Sets up Dendy there. And now Funnick getting low, but that's what Na'Vi need more of. Those kind of kills there onto the puck.
I still think the engage, actually Empire still came out on top just because of the track goal alone.
Yeah, Antimate's getting it as well. He's up to 1500. He's making his way top. And Na'Vi, they got the fast tier 1 towers, but they're not pressuring these tier 2 towers, at least not really applying much pressure, it feels like.
Yeah, and Dundee this game has been quite hitting not a good amount of hooks
That
like
was
he
close.
usually does.
Yeah. This is it's been a
But
slightly off
you
game
can't
from
really-
Dendy.
Can't really feel his impact in this game like the other games. He usually plays Pudge and gets lots of kills, lots of hooks in.
Well, Na'Vi now applying some actual pressure to this mid tier 2 tower. Homing Missile going to come out and get somewhat killed off easily. But Anti-Mage applying pressure at the top lane. There's your counter push. Even if Empire loses tier 2 tower, they've got the Manta Style coming soon on Silent. Havos already TPing. If Empire want to fight mid, they can. They're looking to chase here.
Puppy's in trouble.
Yeah.
Puppy's in trouble.
Silence is there. Puppy should be brought down. Hooked out by
the hook.
Dendi. Coil going to catch out too here. Puppy takes a soul assumption. A lot of damage being applied here. In comes Mag. Shuriken toss on the Puppy. The mech getting used as well. But still, it's a kill going the way of Empire. They want more as well. Another track goes out. Kuroki gets a hook onto Mag, but immediately cancels the Dismember. Not sure if Dendi meant to cancel that one. Power shot goes through. Hits Resolution as well as always want to fly. Winrun does go down. That was a track kill as well. Funnick now on the backlines looking for kills. The gem gets taken back. Okay. Silent can't grab it. Dendi going to grab it himself, and Dendi, he's okay. Havos comes into the mid lane. It's a 1-for-3 trade in Empire's favor.
Havos still has BKB.
Uh-oh. They blink in after Havos. Havos has popped the BKB, but he could go down here. Antimate has the...
Buy back from the Funnick Timbersaw.
Oh, hook shot gonna find him. Dendi gets a kill. Meanwhile, Meow Meow, Crystal Maiden went down as well. Antimate's here on the Empire. It went from a 1-for-3 into a 4-for-3. Empire killed 3 Na'Vi heroes, only lost the Bounty Hunter, and then suddenly they chase, they lose 3 more.
Yeah, after the buyback from Timbersaw, they were screwed.
Well,
And Anti-Mage still didn't die. Not all is lost.
Not all is lost indeed, but I don't know. It still was a lot of like leeway that they just gave Na'Vi. Na'Vi lost that fight.
Not all is lost, but at what cost?
Yeah, Na'Vi lost the fight to begin with. They even lost the gem for a second, but then when Bounty Hunter died, I think he stole the gem, and Pudge picked it, and then Pudge picked it up.
No, Pudge hooked him and killed him. That's why the gem dropped on the ground there.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter had managed to actually steal the gem from the Windrunner, but it got taken back, and now it's back in Na'Vi's hands. Currently sitting on Dendi at the mid lane. He's got an Invis rune. Maybe looking for another kill here.
He's gonna land a hook. This is a really good situation for him to land a hook.
Well, Sentry Ward.
Sentry Ward.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Dendi's been spotted. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Silent has managed to farm up his Manta Style as well. He's got 700 gold on top of that.
Yeah, and the Familiars again pushing out another lane, the top lane in this situation. Anti-Mage pushing out bottom. Oh, if he gets caught here, this is gonna be a really bad timing for him to get caught.
Oh, hook shot not gonna land. Gets his way out of there. Blink out as well.
Did he have his Blink Dagger off cooldown there? Pretty sure he has it. Didn't know why he didn't blink up and just dismember
he could have gone for the chase. That killing an Anti-Mage at this... I guess he's somewhat scared of the Manta Style. If you pop the Manta Style, like those illusions with a real Anti-Mage will rip through Na'Vi very quickly.
Yeah, and the second thing is he's the one holding the gem as well, so he has to be really cautious of what he does. He must make sure he doesn't die and lose the gem.
Well, Anti-Mage at bottom lane up to 1k gold. We have to see what he looks to go for next. At this point, like, Butterfly's nice and all, but...
Blink hook.
Oh, Dendi. He's being scouted out. Observer and Sentry Ward here on the high ground. Dendi going to deward them both. Deny Empire of whatever vision you can. Meanwhile, Puck taking a lot of damage here in the jungle. Careful, Puck. Puck? Okay. He uses the orb. He doesn't have TP mana. He can't actually TP home.
Well, I think they actually see this. They know it.
If they clicked him, they'd be like, hey, wait a second. He's got no mana. He needs Intel Treads. Come on, man. Get out of there, Puck. Resolution. Intel Treads? No? There we go. There we go. TP.
He's actually fine. Oh, then he tries another hook. He didn't have vision, but he knew that Anti-Mage was farming the Ancients, and he just tried a random hook there, but he didn't hit.
Well, Anti-Mage back towards mid lane. We'll have to see if he maybe wants to pick up even a Vlad's at this point. If he wants to go for like a sneaky solo Roche, he could pick up a Vlad's.
I think after skipping the Vlad's for the Manta right now, he's better off getting something like a Heart.
Yeah.
I feel a Heart would be much better in this situation.
I think better than a Butterfly.
Yeah, he needs to be able to tank and take all the damage the Timbersaw and Pudge are going to throw at him. So having the Heart just makes sure that if Na'Vi want to focus fire on him, they need a lot of time to kill him.
Because Na'Vi are pure damage. Timbersaw, his pure damage. The hook is pure damage. The Dismember's going to come from afar, and this means you just need the raw HP to survive, which is going to be a harder to harass. Maybe a BKB, but...
Oh, mid lane. Is he going to blink in?
Oh, he went for it. The hook to follow, not going to find him. Fast reaction from Silent, and the tower not denied.
They didn't get to deny the tower as well. That was just sad.
Well, Na'Vi struggling to deal with this Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage's now top lane. He hasn't got the Manta Style, but it's not even going to matter here. He's going to get this tower, it looks like.
They can't defend this.
Silent playing so well. Blinks into Kuroki here. Can't actually get this kill, it looks like. There's a mech as well as a Windrun being used. Silent just going to go back into the jungle.
And in the meantime, Mac and Resolution was split pushing bottom, so they are just basically pushing Na'Vi all over the map.
Yeah, and this Puck now has an ultimate orb up to level 11. Not just the Anti-Mage getting some decent farm, and your Bounty Hunter getting close to a BKB, so Na'Vi have to be worried. They're just not really finding the openings they need right now. Are they going to kill Puppy here?
And the long, I don't think they,
Puppy, there's a lot of Na'Vi heroes nearby.
if they try to go in, they're gonna lose both of them.
They made the call not to go
Dandy's
for it.
here. Oh, resolution, he's stuck.
He's got no blink, he's
Is
got
he
no
gonna land a
orb.
hook?
He's got to face this one.
He can just wait for the
creep
blink
waves.
and blink over
Yeah,
and
he's
dismember
fine.
him.
Yeah. No, Puck should be fine. He's got blink and orb now. So Dendy,
Okay,
force back.
He's fine.
But Anti-Mage
He
is still
actually-
pushing top.
He actually bought a lot of time for Silent to push
Yeah,
up.
that's a win for Empire. Even though they don't find the kills there, that's still a good win for Empire. And Gyrocopter Havos forced to TP top. We have to look at Havos, though. We haven't really talked too much about him. He's up to 10k
He's-
net worth, but he's
He's
well behind
100
Anti-Mage.
CS, and 100 CS behind Silent.
That much. Oh my gosh, that is huge.
Oh, he actually chose to go for a BKB instead of a heart.
The Anti-Mage. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to go for fights.
Radiant's
This is,
top
yeah.
tower
I
is
would
under
expect
attack.
this more out of the Chinese teams, not the Russian team.
Yeah, more like a just, especially Empire, who like to play these strategical split push type games. But we'll see Empire ready to fight maybe in the next couple of minutes now with this BKB up. At the same time, these heroes are hard to lock in
actually-
place.
I actually feel before they try and fight, they should at least try to get the AKs first before they start to proceed to fight.
That's where Bounty Hunter would getting a Vlad's for the team would help them out a lot here. But he wants to finish off that BKB first. Meanwhile, Na'Vi, Bloodstone completed on Funnick.
That's really late.
Yeah, 27 minutes in. Havos has found farm though. Ancient Sack gonna go his way. That's some much needed gold. That's gonna catch him up a little bit. Looking at the net worth, he's still behind over 5k net worth. And at this point, 5k net worth is a lot.
There's no way I feel in general that a Gyro would outfarm an anti-mage in most situations because anti-mage with the Battle Fury and Blink is just going to outfarm you anytime, any day, anywhere.
Well, Empire, they're gonna smoke up.
Smoke.
Are they going into Roshan or are they looking
Yeah.
to take
I
the
think
fight?
they want to fight.
Puppy
because they
scouts
got
it
a
out, pops the ward in there.
They got a BKB on the anti-mage. There's
Yeah.
no reason
Oh,
other than fighting.
Aghanim Scepter on your Visage. Triple Familiars now as well. That's a lot of farm on Always Want to Fly. He's really been playing like that, like you say, speed gaming. AUI 2000 loves to do this. Send Familiars to other lanes to farm.
I actually think this way of playing is really good because it
Yeah.
makes the Visage more relevant in the team fights later on compared to the old playstyle where you just have the familiars follow the ganker or you follow the hero.
And especially when Na'Vi were playing that greedy style early on.
Oh, patch hook! Blink hooks!
Oh, he's found Always Want to Fly at the mid lane. He's going to get one, Dendy.
They have to just fall back and defend.
Yeah. They still got the
They don't
Familiars. So even with Visage dead, like they can still hold. Well, in theory, they can hold. They've still got triple
He still
Familiars.
has like half of his body in the game.
Yeah. I mean, no soul assumptions is definitely something worth noting, but Familiars are still in this fight.
Well, anti-mage teleported back. They want to fight.
Yeah, he's got the BKB. Can he find the openings to go in? Meanwhile, where's Dendy? Is he looking for another Pudge Hook? He's actually been tracked up, and that makes things a lot harder for him. The track wears off now. Anti-Mage is poised above this fight for the time being, and Na'Vi, they don't want to commit to this one.
I think he teleported a fraction to like 10 seconds too early.
Oh,
Blink
blink
in.
in. They're going Puppy here. He does get off the ultimate. That's going to do a decent chunk of damage if it hits anyone. Anti-Mage goes back in.
BKB.
Ooh, Anti-Mage is looking. He's going to get the Venom Mancer there. Visage actually getting the last hit. Meanwhile, Familiar Sons come in. Kuroki taking a lot of damage. One more Soul
He still
Assumption.
has mana void. He still has mana void.
He's thinking about Kuroki, but Kuroki's actually full mana. Anti-Mage gets shackled. Brought down the pure damage from Funnick. The BKB wear off. And now Empire in all sorts of trouble. Dendy going to look to go in. He hits another hook. Actually going to miss the hook. I think it was just the rot damage finishing off the kill. Empire lose 4. Puck the only one left standing. He's at base healing up. And Na'Vi, all it takes is one fight for them and they may get Raxes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This buyback won't necessarily do too much.
I don't think... Yeah, Lift
Puck steers called.
Oh, he's going to call a lot of
Yes,
heroes
Mana
here.
Void.
Anti-Mage's going to
Mana
go in.
Void.
Mana Void catches out 3. The buyback does a lot. They've taken out Windrunner and Timbersaw. They're looking for more now. Havos is just going to hold his ground and try and fight, but I don't think he's going to be able to do this one. He drops a cooldown here. Anti-Mage blinks forward, trying to find
Oh,
Dendy.
Dendy doesn't have mana. Dendy
Does-
has a gem.
Uh-oh. Dendy going to go down. And also Havos is tracked up. This is going to be gem. Multiple track kills going the way of Empire.
This is like a reverse team raid.
It looks so good for Na'Vi. 4
Roshan,
Empire heroes.
You're gonna get Roshan.
This is a tipsy-turvy game right now, Winter. We are on one hell of a roller coaster.
Wow, that fight was just so good. Empire just had the right initiation. Navi thinking that we just wipe them all out. We are going to push and get Rex, but the next moment, because the Puck didn't use his call, the last fight, he just died before he did
Coil
anything.
and Mana Void. Like, Empire still had all their big ultis, and Na'Vi just didn't respect that.
It's difficult in the situation because you just push, you killed all the heroes.
Yeah.
You're definitely trying to take advantage of the situation, and being in the position Navi was, I wouldn't be surprised they tried to go high ground. You can't really expect them to buy out and suddenly wipe you like this.
Na'Vi want to end this game as early as possible. They don't want to give time for Antimates to farm up a Butterfly, a Satanic, all these big late game items for his team to get a Vlad's Aura for him, because then it gets really difficult for Na'Vi to win in the late game.
Yeah, totally agree with you, but he's not going to get a blast.
Is Funny going to go down here? He's being scouted out. Resolution takes a lot of damage from the AoE. Antimates blinks in. The silence is there. The Dream Call. Funny is going to get Mana Voided.
Oh,
Gets a Suicide. They needed more... Yeah, not enough damage output from the Mana Void. That was a level 3 Mana Void as well, but Timbersaw can see how much damage he can potentially take, but uses the Suicide, denies a lot of farm from Empire.
Still really good all in all for Empire.
Yeah.
Managing to get the Bloodstone countdown and getting the cooldown on the Bloodstone so he doesn't get to suicide in the next potential fight to heal his teammates.
Yeah, and just losing Bloodstone charges at this point is quite important. Meanwhile, he's going to TP back towards the bottom lane with the boots to travel. Silent, though, already here pushing things out. Pops a Manta style, and well, Funnick may be forced back. Silent wants to get this tier 2 tower. Well, gotta be careful here. Puck coming in once again, TP in from the Venomancer. And Silent, though, he's coming to this one. Glyph getting used as well. Silent can be forced back. Resolution is here. Na'Vi are not going to be able to deal with this. They'll get the tower.
I think they are doing the good. They're making a really good decision here, not trying to jump on them and just trying to get the tower and getting out of there, taking no risk.
Well, new gem has been purchased. Dendy with another gem purchased by Puppy. Puppy just the support Venomancer right now. Treads and braces. He didn't have to go for the mech this game as Windrunner got one, but we're looking at Na'Vi in a bit of trouble at this point in game number 1. Like, it's 16 kills to 17, but their late game is just going to be somewhat lacking unless Havos can get really, really farm. But he's still 6k net worth behind the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, I have to agree with you that the Empire late game is very scary. A lot more scarier than Na'Vi. They have Anti-Mage and they have the Familiars, Track Gold, and CM late game is not something you want to make a joke of. His ultimate is just going to do a lot of damage if he gets a chance to play something, a well-timed ultimate. And Puck is going to be the one getting the Hex later on the game. He's going to get it in like 300 gold.
Yep. Well, Gyrocopter does now have his Monkey King Bar. So items are coming Na'Vi's way as well, and it looks like we're going to see a Blade Mail out from Funnick. So all is not lost for Na'Vi just yet. Looking at the gold graph, it's an Empire 7,000, 8,000 gold lead, but here come the Hex for Puck.
I actually don't really like the Blade Mail for the Timbersaw in this situation.
Yeah. I guess maybe he's thinking about it against the Anti-Mage, like you Blade Mail the Mana Void.
But still, you would want to have Hexes against Anti-Mage.
Yeah. Well,
Windrunner is going to get it it's going to take the Windrunner a long time to get a Hex.
Yeah, this is where almost, like, in the past, Na'Vi generally get the mech on the Venomancer and leave Kuroki to go for the 4-star into a Hex here. But going for the mech as well means that Hex is not coming for a long, long time. And Empire, well, they're not giving time for Na'Vi to get these items. They want to fight now, it looks like. Silent with a Reaver up.
They have Aegis. They can fight, definitely.
Yeah, they've also got the
double damage.
Yeah, double damage room on the Anti-Mage. And looking to come towards his top lane. Maybe actually swing back towards mid lane. Where do they actually want to push? They spotted Funnick.
I think they're
pinging him.
Funnick.
They saw the trees maybe being cut down. They're pinging directly on top of him. Funnick's running upwards.
Oh, Funnick is in trouble. He's in trouble.
He's got no way out. He's got a TP, but he's going to get immediately hexed up. No suicide this time around.
God. Track on 5 heroes. That is just... What? Look at Resolution. I think Resolution, he flew out of the track goal AoE.
Oh. That's a mistake, but... It's 150 gold or something?
Yeah, I think he didn't get any gold from that.
Oh, 100 gold for allies, as well as like the gold from the AoE, but look at Antimate take out another tower.
That's like almost like 300-400 gold loss because he jumped out of the AoE.
Well, not exactly according to plan.
Shackle onto...
A nice shackle, but no follow-up, not even a power shot being used with it. As Antimate's just going to keep pushing things out. Dendy. I like how they don't kill the range creep, because if you kill that range creep, maybe Dendy gets that hook.
I think they have to be really, really careful. Pudge and Venomancer, two of the best heroes defending on high ground.
Antimage can just be the lone pusher maybe. He's got Heart of Tarask here. He's just going to, with the Familiars plus Antimage, just bring down this tower.
Look at the Pudge.
He can't get a hook. The Familiars are just preventing it right now.
He has to resummon.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna lose his family.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't even lose a single one. Nicely played by Always Wanna Fly, recognizing the situation. Speaking of Always Wanna Fly, 2.8k gold. He had that Aghanim Scepter a long time ago, and suddenly he's got a lot of farm. Vlad's is up on Bounty Hunter as well.
I think he might even consider going into a Hex right now because of the farm he has from the track.
Track is just giving Empire a big gold advantage.
I don't think there's any other item that benefits the team more. Maybe a Necrobook.
Yeah,
but
Necrobook is good for breaching high ground.
I think Hex would be a really, really good option here.
Well, we'll see what Na'Vi can do here. But Na'Vi with a lineup that's not really meant to just sit back and turtle are being forced to do just that. Lay mail complete on the Timbersaw. Voss has an MKB, but he's hexed up. He may be brought down. He has got buyback, I believe. Coil going to catch out on 2. Is Dendy going to buyback? He does so immediately. Funnick now. Call out from a Voss. The flag damage is going through, but not enough damage output coming just yet from Empire. They've lost 3 heroes here. They're on the back foot, and Na'Vi may bring down Silent as well. He's got the Aegis. Silent wants to take out Havos with him. Meanwhile, Dendy, he got an ultimate. He dismembered the Visage, and
he might die here though.
Blink to the high ground.
Blink.
Hook, Dendy. Go for it, Dendy. You miss every hook you don't take. He's going to go for it, but
I think they didn't see where he blinked.
Yeah.
They didn't have vision.
Empire just in over their heads there. They can't take those sustained fights. Fighting into the Gyrocopter cooldown plus flak AoE with a Monkey King bar was too much for Empire.
They actually lost 5 heroes there if you count the Aegis.
Yeah. That's somewhat disastrous for Empire. They have an 8 to 9k gold lead, and suddenly it gets thrown away, and Na'Vi, if they want to, they can't really push down the middle lane right now, but that was a big victory.
Yeah, I feel Empire still has to recognize that the fact that Na'Vi has a really strong team fight lineup, and they have to be really cautious not to take fights like this. They just dived in and they were in such a bad position. Puck and Anti-Mage blink in and they flew in. The other 3 heroes were just stuck behind and they couldn't run in, and they were caught in the Poison Nova AoE, the call down the flat cannon. They were just unable to follow up after the Anti-Mage and the Puck.
Empire shouldn't be trying to take these 5v5 fights because they've only got one good team fight hero, the Puck. Like, Anti-Mage sure he's a good carry at this point, but he doesn't provide any like team fight actual lockdown or anything.
Why are you farming so far?
Yeah.
I think
there's a Hex. Should be an easy kill. They'll use the Hex. Anti-Mage is nearby. They've still got the coil if they need it, but they shouldn't need it here. They will use it anyways, and Kuroki will go down. Silly play.
I think the good news for them is at least the Bounty Hunter wasn't there to track him up.
Yeah, but Empire still have to be careful. I mean, because right now, Na'Vi, with Vino ulti, Gyro cooldown, your Windrunner and Pudge provide all the lockdown as well. Like, Pudge, Hook, Dismember, Windrunner with Shackle Shots. Empire just can't take 5-on-5 fights. I feel like they need to resort to just constant split push and wrap Dota. Yeah, maybe with the Hex on the Visage, they can fight better, but even then...
I like what Always Wanna Fly does all the time. He's always having his familiars placed in the Ancients there, checking whether the Gyrocopter has any remaining stacks of creeps there, or trying to just steal some creeps at the same time. He's just making sure that the Gyro doesn't get too much from the Ancient camp.
Yeah, he does stack it here, but the familiars so far been micro very effectively for Empire. Silent, though, back towards the enemy jungle. He's denying a lot of farm from Na'Vi. Na'Vi constantly forced to be grouped up a bit, but this is a game where Empire, their late game options, it's all Anti-Mates. Like, that's where that's the one basket all their eggs are in right now.
I still think, even if you say that they have all their baskets on the Anti-Mage, but the supporting cast you have is actually really good later on in the game. The familiars, the track.
The CM, though, is a bit lacking. Like, this is not a CM with a BKB and an Aghanim Scepter like we saw earlier today.
Wow, that game.
Yeah. This is a very poor CM, relatively speaking, but Silent's going to get himself another Aegis, it looks like, here, as Roshan is going to go down to Empire.
Yeah, this is just going to mean that they can use the Aegis to just continuously push. I think they should not use the Aegis to try and fight. They should try and just use the Aegis to farm more.
Yeah. I definitely agree here. They can just have Anti-Mage solo pushing lanes while the other 4 heroes maybe go for... Like, they can look for ganks here, but they don't want to look for head-on 5v5 fights. But Empire, they're going to take a chance and maybe go for one at mid lane. They've got double damage on the Puck.
This is just not a Russian style of playing, avoiding fights. They always just want to fight.
Yeah. Well, Anti-Mage is there with an Aegis. Puck is the one who has to be especially careful. He's crucial in these fights. He's level 16 now. Dandy.
Hook.
He went for a blink. He blinked backwards after throwing.
What?
Because the hook goes to where you throw it from initially, so I don't think that combo works.
I don't think it works.
I think it
though.
was just a blink out because he got scared. He got scared maybe Puck was going to
Yeah.
go on him with a Hex and Anti-Mage blinks in.
Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that
Yeah.
way.
I'm like 99% sure it doesn't work that way as well, but that was the changes to the fountain hooks. No longer can you do those kind of shenanigans.
Dandy is tracked up. This is like the last thing he wants
Yeah.
to happen to him.
This is still throws a hook out. Vainscott going to dodge that one. Familiar's, I think, getting resummoned there, but Na'Vi still holding on, and this is just a tier 2 tower. Empire really struggling to achieve much here. They need to be split pushing, it really feels like.
Yeah, why? Split push. Just go split push. Why do they have to try so
Yeah.
hard to push down versus a Venomancer? Power shot, flat cannon, and chakram. They don't have to do this.
The other problem is this Anti-Mage with the Aegis is maxed out. He can't actually take any more items here. I think he bought a Basher earlier on, but he can't actually carry it on him. He can't get the Abyssal Blade because he's got the Aegis on himself.
Maybe just buy a Boost of Travel.
Well, yeah, the Boots of Travel definitely going to be...
I think Boost of Travel is really good in this situation.
He can push out one
here
lane and
comes the
TP into
hook
5.
on Mag. You got the bounty hunter.
Mag maybe going to go down here, but Dendi gets hexed up immediately. He gets brought down, can buy back if he wants to.
Oh,
Anti-Mage's
Funnick
going to bring
dies as
down
well.
Funnick. Silent with his BKB, trying to fight Havos here, but Havos, with the lifesteal, is still holding his own. Anti-Mage still chasing, though. With an Aegis, he can just keep on going for more. Puppey, Ghost Scepter, going to get frostbitten up. This looks like another kill going the way of Empire. They've taken
Another
out
track
3.
kill.
Another track going down on the Windrunner here, and they only lost the Visage there. He's still got a Familiar. I'm not sure if he's got too many more.
You will never
Oh.
see you will never
Phase
see
shift.
this sort of stuff from a Chinese team.
The Russian Dota, the 5v5. Let's just keep on trying to just force the issue. Dendi didn't... Actually, his buyback was on cooldown. I spoke wrong. Resolution with less than 100 HP is just going man mode right now. They're not going to kill off Kuroki here. Anti-Mage, I think Mana Void is on
Right.
cooldown.
I think it's safe to say for me that I'm actually enjoying more Russian Dota compared to Chinese Dota.
Resolution is definitely very manly. He may be young, but he is not a boy right now. He is playing Russian Dota to the fullest. Was that
His age doesn't really reflect on how he plays Dota.
Was that an Ethereal Blade? Oh, sorry, no, Butterfly. What am I talking about? I'm seeing things, Winter. It's late, it's early here. Butterfly picked up for Havos. I saw the little butterfly icon, and for some reason I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and it looked like something else. But it's a
Ethereal
butterfly
Blade-
for
Actually,
Havos.
Loader buys Ethereal Blade a lot on
Yeah.
Terracop.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
does
actually
like
that bad.
Well, a butterfly on Havos, his late game power getting scary and scary. Get a Satanic on top of this, and suddenly we've got ourselves a game. Well, I mean, we already do. 43 minutes in, it may be Empire with a 14,000 gold lead, but they still haven't won this
Shiva's got-
game.
Puck just bought a Shiva's guard.
Well, the Hex on Visage still not quite up. Silent, though. 9
still needs a-
gold.
He still needs a Void Stone, and Silent doesn't have any slots to buy anything.
What? Yeah, at this point, I feel like you should have maybe almost given the Aegis to someone else, because Silent can just use buyback and have 2 lives in these fights. Although buyback obviously being nerfed, it's a lot riskier to have to use buyback. You kind of prefer to have the Aegis on him, but at this point, having an Aegis on like the Puck or the Bounty Hunter may be a better way to
I
play. Even
think
the Visage.
having it on the Puck or the Visage would be
Yeah.
better because they are
Visage
far
died
more
last fight.
important. Oh, here comes Silent. He's just blinking into the enemy.
Shackled up. I don't think
He
Navi
wants
even
to
looked to
use his
go.
Aegis to buy some items.
Yeah. He's got 9k gold, and like you say, put it on someone like the Visage. They're going to go Hex. Havos could get brought down. Can he get his BKB 4 stuff out? He gets his BKB off. Now he can turn and attack. He's going to start life stealing. Drops the cooldown as well. This is going to bring down the Crystal Maiden, it looks like. Empire have lost 1. Are they going to lose any more? Puck
Resolution is
goes
down
down
as
as well.
well.
Dendi taking a lot of damage here. He goes down to the Familiars. Visage gets the kill. Kuroki now on the run. He's already used the win run. Next is going to be Always on the Fly. He gets taken out. Empire have lost 3. Kuroki may go down. Mana Void's already been used though. Kuroki with the ring run. Shackle shot not going to land. And a track kill going to the Bounty Hunter. Anti-Mage chasing down Funnick now. Funnick wants to bring down Mag. Mag could get a track off here. If he wants to turn around and use it, he may need
Mag
to.
needs to get out.
Oh, Timber Chain not going to land.
Funnick is tracked already.
Ooh. Can Funnick get out of this one? He's out of mana though. Bottling up. Silent trying to chase him down. Familiars are there as well.
He can suicide if he
Okay.
wants to.
He may need to. Anti-Mage is going to look to blink and try and chase him a bit
It's a track
further.
goal. It's a track kill. He shouldn't let him get the kill.
Track is gone. Anti-Mage is still going for this one. Here comes the Gyrocopter and Venomancer. Funnick's going to be okay. Silent falls back. Familiar
It's actually
loses
alright.
1. Funnick was patient and his team backed him up. Empire lose 4 heroes Antimate still has his
They,
Aegis.
they really want to lose the Aegis.
Oh, this is where that Aegis, if that's on the puck or the Visage, Empire win that fight, hands down. 7
but-
seconds.
But I don't think you
Careful.
can blame.
Careful.
I don't think you can blame him for taking the Aegis though.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, he's got the regen. Phew.
Wow.
If he...
That would have been really anticlimactic if he died there.
I know. Luck, I wasn't actually sure how the new Aegis heal worked, if the Ancients would cancel it, but only heroes cancel it, I believe.
Oh, here comes the anti-mage. He's blinking up again.
He's got full HP and mana, and Na'Vi, well, they see him now, but they may not be expecting this one. Puppey is there. He blinked onto a Voss. Immediate Mantis gets used. Silent, though, forced to pop his BKB. He got a bit too aggressive there. Familiars also go down. I don't think
He
Visage has a
actually
resummon.
tried to make the Gyro use his BKB, but instead he had to use his own BKB.
Yeah. Well, there's his Abyssal Blade. He spends his money, gets the Abyssal Blade up. Can buy the Boots of Travel. Well, I guess he'll just wait till he dies, and then he'll buy back and buy Boots of Travel at the same time to TP back in.
I think in this game as well, he could make an option of where he trades his Battle Fury for a Monkey King Bar because of the butterfly from the Gyro.
Okay. I guess you lose a lot of just split pushing potential without the cleave as the big
But
downfall.
they are not split pushing.
Yeah.
They're just trying to fight.
Yeah.
Why
It's
would you
not,
want a Battle Fury?
it's not a Chinese anti-mage right now. There's no split push and avoiding fights. He is going complete man mode in these fights. And not just against the butterfly, against Kuroki. That win run is really causing problems for anti-mage when he tries to kill Kuroki.
That's another huge bonus for getting the Monkey King Bar. Smoke. This is the time for Na'Vi.
Well, let's see what they look to do with this one. Dendi has not picked up any items the last 25 minutes. He's been sitting on this Ogre Club for the longest amount of time. Has he got any... He's got a Mithril Hammer at base, so the BKB may be coming soon, but...
Yeah,
Dewarding.
and the Hex from Funnick is
Empire
actually...
no Navi's here. The dewarding's
heck-
going on, which says, hey, there's someone with a gem there.
Yeah, Funnick is going to have his Hex really soon as well, so... Visage actually has his Hex as well already.
Okay. Well...
2 Hex on Empire.
Empire not being fooled here. Actually, Mag maybe goes in a bit too far here. Could get scared by a gem. They've
Puppy's
seen...
in trouble.
He's
Puppy's
alone.
in trouble. Trap. Oh, but
Force stuff out.
they are not. They
Empire
are
is
not going
scared.
to go in.
Nope. Silence. He's not scared. Blinks it on his own. Puck gonna orb after. There's gonna be a... Ooh, that gets off the Poison Nova. It looks like Puppy gonna be the first one to go down. Call down from Gyrocopter.
Silent is getting Dandy low.
Uh-oh. Dandy gonna go
Dandy's
down.
dead.
This is Silent getting a solo kill. The gem now on the ground as well. Meanwhile, the main fight always want to fly the Visage. Such an important hero to have in these fights. Na'Vi gonna bring him
Oh,
down.
the
Mana Void
Void
takes out another. Havos is on the sideline. Kuroki gonna be the next to take a fall. Crystal Maiden, Freezing Field. Funny caught in the middle of it. He's trying to kill the CM. We'll get the CM, but the bash from Anti-Mage takes him out. Resolution survives on 25 HP.
He's always on a B stick of life
time.
doing his thing.
This player does not know how to back off. He says, I
and
will
you
keep
know
on
what?
fighting.
You know what, gods? He didn't even use his Hex in the fight.
The puck.
Yeah.
Wow. Either amazing play or questionable play. Resolution is treading a thin line there.
Oh, I guess he was actually already really low from the start of the fight. That's why he didn't get his stuff off.
Well, Visage got his Hex off in the fight before he went down, but he's going down very quickly in these clashes. At this point, he almost needs like something for his survivability. And you mentioned there's not too many items to get, but...
Yeah, I actually think his summons actually are more useful than the hero right now.
Yeah. He could go for
maybe-
something like a Heaven's Halberd, maybe. They've already got one Heaven's Halberd on the Bounty Hunter to deal with the Gyrocopter, but Gyrocopter's BKB is only 4 seconds right now.
I actually think there's another item that the Visage could go for at the point right now. He could go for Assault. Assault's really useful for his team. But it's going to be a really long way to get there. And I don't really see the Bounty Hunter getting that item anytime soon as well.
Yeah.
And no one else can get the item.
Yeah. Bounty Hunter's picked up a Demon Edge, so this is going to become a second carry in the late game stage. Bounty Hunter with a Monkey King Bar can actually do decent damage output to the Gyrocopter as well as the Windrunner, even when they've got the Windrunner and the Evasion going.
Yeah, and the Bounty Hunter actually picked up a Heaven's Halberd before this. So the Heaven's Halberd is actually really effective against Horvos at the moment.
He
Because
can
his
just man
BKB
fight
is,
Havos.
his BKB is just 4 seconds.
Yeah, he's just going to be right-clicking away in Havos. He's even got the lifesteal to go with this, so he can go for something like a Butterfly of his own after the MKB if he wants to. And suddenly you've got to carry Bounty Hunter.
Invisibility.
Yeah, the Bounty Hunter actually deals a lot of damage right now with his Jinala.
Yeah. Well, Silence
It's not,
not farming
it's
away.
not something to be trifled with.
Silent-
Especially the supports can go down really quickly.
Silent has got himself up to 6k gold, but at this point, the only thing he can buy is a fresh BKB. It's a 4-second BKB, so He should look to buy a new one. His buyback, he won't quite have enough for buyback after it. He needs maybe about like 2.5k.
I think at this point, yeah, saving for the buyback is much more important for them.
Yeah.
And now the Aegis will go to either. I think it will go to the Puck.
It could even go to the bounty, but yeah, I think Puck is probably the best hero for it. The cheese as well is there. Visage and Puck should probably take cheese and Aegis.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Puck takes the Aegis, Visage takes the cheese. I really like this from Empire. And with these two items, suddenly it's Visage who's dying first every fight. And with the cheese, maybe he stays alive longer to get off a few more nukes, an Hex or something, and then Puck. This Aegis gives him just the ability to be even more aggressive.
I feel good with my rares right now, Gods.
Well, this is just game one, Winter. This is a best of 3, and Empire and Na'Vi are putting on a fantastic show so far. This TECHLABS Grand Final has produced some amazing games, and right now, your best of 3
he
Grand
has
Finals.
7k. I think he should like just trade off his BKB for a new one before he go into fight.
Yeah, he's got enough for a BKB as well as buyback, but not going it for it right now.
Oh,
Puck goes in with a Hex. They're going to go into Voss.
Voss.
4 staffed away. He gets his BKB off. He can turn and fight, but it's Silent chasing him. The Abyssal Blade is there. Dendy gets an ultimate off. Silent gets caught. He can't actually finish off a Voss. Silent taking a lot of damage. Silent's dead. He's got buyback. He's going to have to buy back into this one. Meanwhile, Visage taking a lot of damage. Does he actually use the cheese? He doesn't use the cheese. He could have done so. Empire overextended. Mag is going to go down as well. He's got no buy. Actually, he has got buyback. What am I talking about here? Silence bought back and TP'd in. He wants to go for these kills, but he can't even finish off Dendy. Resolution goes in, snipes Dendy, orbs his way out of that one.
Does it again.
Russian Dota at its finest right now. Puck, though, he's not out of this one. The power shot going to clip him.
The poison sting. The poison sting.
Oh, blinks out. Orb out. He needs to phase shift. The poison sting is still hitting him.
Power shot.
Phase shift. He doesn't phase shift. Where's your phase shift? No. Resolution. The last poison damage. The last poison sting tick damage killed him off there. He could have survived it.
Living life in the edge, my friend.
Oh. That was a big mistake of a fight from Empire. They should have been able to take a much better fight than that. What actually happened there, Winter?
The anti-mage, he blinked all the way to the tier 3 at bottom, and he got like separated out from his team, and his team was running from the mid lane towards the bottom lane to try and assist him, but obviously Team Na'Vi had the advantage. They had the high ground, and they dismembered Silent in a very favorable position for his team to just take down the anti-mage.
Silent was playing as if he had an Aegis there. Buyback is not the same as Aegis, because at this point...
I don't think they care whether they have Aegis or they don't have Aegis. They're still going to blink in.
It was just some really crazy ballsy play. Bounty Hunter now has his
new
BKB.
New BKB. Anti-mage has a new BKB as well.
He needed that. That was a 4-second BKB in the enemy base there, and he got punished because of that fact.
Yeah,
well,
and I would like to see him changing the Battle Fury for a Monkey King Bar later on. It's going to be definitely the next best option he has because of the wind run and the butterfly evasion.
And like you say, the actual pushing out lanes aspect, they're not really split pushing, and you can't split push. He's not going to have Aegis.
He's not really doing that at all.
And they can kill him so easily when he split pushes. They've got Hexes up on Timbersaw as well as Windrunner. They've got Blink Dismember. They've got the ability to kill him, so he can't actually solo split push right now. So the Battle Fury, not as important. He is counter pushing this top lane a bit, but...
Vino gets a Diffusal Blade.
For Hex, maybe? You can diffuse off Hexes? What else can you... What else is this for?
Yeah,
Track?
I'm thinking mostly it's the track.
Track, Hexes, Ghost Scepter on the CM.
Well, the Ghost Scepter is like the last reason, possibly.
Yeah, it's a CM. You're not worried about the Crystal Mate. Well, I mean, Freezing Field's still a decent late game ulti, so...
Yeah, I think it's mostly for the track and
Are they going to blink in on this one? Blink in. They're going for the tower. There is still Glyph up here for Na'Vi, but they just get a bit of tower money here.
I think they just need to just hold on until the anti-mage has buy out before they try and do something Russian Dota again.
Hex on
the Visage.
They're going to get the hook off as well. I don't know if they want to commit to it when Puck goes in. There's a Hex onto Dendy though. Immediately diffused!
Anti-mage is Hex.
They defuse the Hex on the Pudge here. Antimate's now, he's been unhexed now. That's what your Diffusal Blade is for, Winter. That Pudge got immediately purged. Oh, he's hit another hook. He's going to catch up the Crystal Maiden. Oh, Vangscore goes down. They've lost both supports here. Puck taking Poison Sting damage. This time he does phase shift, although it doesn't look like it matters. He's got the cheese. Empire, are they throwing right now?
I think they're just trying too much to be Russians. They could just still completely speed push and try the backdoor. But they feel that I don't know, they feel that they are really confident in taking the fights and they are able to win the fights. Right now, having so many hexes and the diffuser, like you mentioned, to cancel the... Oh, top lane!
Yeah.
Top lane! Top
Oh,
lane!
he gets the Manta Style off. Silent still on the run here. Is there a blink from Dendy? He's already been used.
He used his dismember on the illusion.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess he had to guess a bit there. And that was still the 10-second BKB from Silent though. Although by the
No,
time he gets down low.
That was actually a huge loss, like you mentioned, 10-second BKB.
Yeah. By the time it gets really low, he'll probably have enough money for a third BKB, but you don't want to be like using these BKB
You want
charges.
to be getting your MKB now, not your BKB.
That's true. Well, Roshan must be respawned. Actually, not for another 3 or 4 minutes, so...
Oh, they
Navi's
spot the
smoked out.
anti-mage with the ward. They know he blinks all the way to bottom lane.
Well-
They're drawing lines right now.
Oh, they're actually heading down there. Navi are going for some cross-country movements right now.
That diffuser blade is actually super next level.
Silent, you have to be so careful. Gyrocopter cannot be leading. They
They
need
have
the
a
hex.
If Funny
Blink
hexes
spot
him,
him. Did they hear him? Did they spot him? Silent's hiding. He knows something's up. He is hiding for dear life.
yeah, when the anti-mage hides like this, he knows someone is coming for him.
TP out.
He's gonna swing top right now.
Alright. Well, smart play from Silent. Doesn't get caught out there. He hasn't got buyback for a minute. If he had died there, maybe able to buy time for his buyback to come out, but it would have been very, very dicey for a small period of time. Almost reaching the 60-minute mark, and 33 kills to 31. The goal graph still in Empire's favor by about 20k, but
I think the goal graph doesn't
it's
really matter
misleading.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gyrocopter is pretty much on par with Anti-Mage. Both these heroes are more or less maxed out. And Havos, he's still got one slot. Actually, he's got one slot left. Anti-Mage is,
Technically, you can say anti-mage has one slot left as well.
if he sells the Battle Fury.
Yeah, Battle Fury is not really useful anymore.
Does Havos go for Divine Rapier this game, do you think? He's not really dying in these fights. If you have Puppey protecting him, like let's say the only way you try and kill him is with a Hex, but Puppey can purge off the Hex. So,
That's freaking next level. I've never ever seen anyone do it.
really? I've seen it once or twice, but it's never really in competitive
in
play.
a competitive match, I don't think I've ever seen
Yeah.
it before. Pubs is, yeah, maybe it's done in pubs a lot, but I've never seen it done in a competitive game.
And with the Hex, the Hex
Oh,
are
Funny
always going to
blinks
fly. 4-staff out, here comes Resolution. He goes in on Havos. Havos, though, he gets purged again. The Hex keeps coming off. Resolution going to go down. This has just been
Oh,
amazing
Havos
play from Puppey. The
yes,
cooldown is there. Silent in trouble, forced to blink out. Puppey taking a lot of damage, wants to keep himself alive. He may need another
Mana
purge.
Void.
Mana Void does a lot of damage. Gyrocopter dead for 2 minutes, but he immediately buys back. Venomancer going to buy back as well.
gets
Silent
back.
still fighting. Wants Dendy. Dendy gonna go down. The Abyssal Blade is still there as well for Silent. He can use this as well. Maybe looks to finish off Funnick. Funnick trapped on the high ground. Whirling Death is there. Here comes Silent.
Oh, that blink. That blink.
Uh-oh.
What?
He's on the low.
Abyssal hit from the low ground?
But he
What?
doesn't blink. Okay, he gets onto the high ground now. The power shot there. The Whirling Death as well. Cutting down these trees.
They might
Funnick,
kill him though.
Anti-Mage
They
is
can
hexed
kill him.
up. Can they actually bring him down? They will bring him down. Ooh, that is problematic. He's dead for 2 minutes. He can buy back the Anti-Mage, but he doesn't want to do so. Mag now in trouble. He's on the run. Empire going to lose the Bounty Hunter as well. Na'Vi, they kill off 4. They kill off everyone because Puck had to buy back, but it was an expensive fight for Na'Vi.
Oh, that was such a huge mistake. The first time he
Buybacks.
blinked up, he actually didn't manage to end up on top.
Yeah.
And he blinked on the low ground, and he used his Abyssal Blade from the low ground, and he couldn't hit the Reversal.
Both teams using buybacks now. Bounty Hunter buys back. Antimage buys back. Looking at buyback status, only one hero has it, and that's Funnick on the Timbersaw. Neither team wants to take a fight right now with all these buybacks on cooldown. Even Visage going to use his buyback.
He's joining the
Are Empire
buyback
going to look... They want Roshan. That's why they buy back. They know Roshan is... They actually didn't scout it out first, but it's not up just yet, but it's up very, very soon, but... Cheese and Aegis coming out again for Empire. They'd love to get another Aegis on Resolution. The Cheese can go to your Bounty Hunter, maybe your Visage. They still have
Yeah,
to
but-
buy time for the next Anti-Mage buyback. They can't
They
fight
buy,
for
they buy,
what,
they
5
use their
minutes?
buyback on the side on the anti-mage right
Yeah.
now, and they don't get the Aegis. They are just basically not getting anything, and he's not going to get any farm now.
This is like 5 minutes where Empire cannot fight. This game is going to last for at least another 5 minutes unless Na'Vi decide, let's go down mid lane. Let's take a fight. Which,
They're going now.
what's Havos bought? He hasn't actually bought anything. He bought back that fight. He's got 4k gold. Maybe he's thinking about a new BKB for himself, but I would love to see that TP replaced by something like a Divine Rapier or even just something like a crit. He can think about some late game
You know,
items.
Horvath is an aggressive player. There's no such thing as a crit. As always, the Divine Rapier.
Maybe even Abyssal Blade wouldn't be too bad at this point in the game. Sure,
I
you're
think
a
Abyssal
ranged
Blade
hero.
It's also a really good option. right
Yeah.
now.
I think Abyssal Blade really nice, but Na'Vi are just going straight down mid lane. They want to take this fight. They know Anti-Mage can't actually fight without buyback, but Anti-Mage, Rat Dota from
smoke.
Empire.
They use the smoke.
Well, Hex gets used on Havos. This is just a defensive Hex. They're not actually looking to engage in. They're just looking to stall this push. One Hex already used for Empire. Meanwhile, top lane,
Silent
Rax is a
is
full.
getting the top
Yeah.
ranks.
Silent gonna get top Raxes. It looks like Na'Vi will get mid Raxes.
back.
They're still Glyph. Empire get Raxes and they can fight this one. Anti-Mage, where are you, my friend? He blinks in with a BKB, goes in on Havos. Havos in trouble. He's going to pop his BKB. He pops the Satanic. He's healing himself back up. Silent has to be careful. Dismember is there. He gets forced to blink
the
out.
Black Cannon is killing everyone.
Oh, they've lost so many. They've taken so much damage here. Mag may go down as well. The poison damage is there. Dendy blinks in. He doesn't even need a hook. They're going to bring him down. Empire may have made a big mistake. They should have just gone for the split push, it looks like. Kuroki finished off Bang score as well.
I don't think Silent should have came back to
Yeah,
fight.
he should have pushed mid lane or something instead.
Check on too.
Oh dear, the hook shot to follow. Dendy, has he got a dismember? It's on cooldown. He also doesn't have mana. Can they finish off Silent? Anyways, blink out. Silent pops a Mantis Cell. He's down to 20 HP.
Poison, the sting.
Poison? No. He's got the HP regen. The heart regen ticks in. Silent gonna survive. If he died there, it's all over. It's GG. But Empire still in this game, but for how much longer? Silent can TP into the enemy base. Maybe he goes for the mid-Raxes. I think he
Yeah,
needs to TP into the enemy
I
base.
think he should tap TP into the enemy base right now.
Yeah, he
should
can't
go.
fight. Bounty
no,
Hunter
he's
is dead
still
for
trying to
60.
fight.
Oh, Dendy takes a lot of damage. Silent gets hexed up. Can they actually bring him
Oh,
down? Is there a
Silent.
second hex? The
Shackle.
Shackle misses.
Oh, the Shackle to the left.
There's a second hex though. They bring down Silent. Na'Vi.
GG.
He's dead for 2 minutes. The buyback
GG.
changes. He's dead for so long. Na'Vi now are going to get double Raxes.
There's no buyback. It's thrown. They can throw it right now.
Havos is just doing too much damage. The throne going to be going down. Visage and CM going to respawn. This is it. Empire have to just run in. Puck going to go in first. Dendy pops his BKB. Visage gets forced up in. Always want to fly. Going to go down as well. It looks like he takes out Funnick with him, but Funnick going to instantly respawn after a buyback. Crystal Maiden gets hooked. Na'Vi going to take game number 1. 63 minutes in. Empire call GG Winter. What a way to start off our grand final.
My red, Scott. My res.
I don't know how Na'Vi do it. Like I said, they find ways, like back at TI3, they found a way to beat Tong Fu when they shouldn't have. They found a way to beat Orange when they should have. And here in Game 1 of the TECHLABS Grand Final, they somehow beat Empire when it feels like they really should not have.
Is it safe to say that the Diffuser Blade was the MVP?
It was definitely a key factor of this game, like using Diffusal to get rid of hexes, something very rarely seen, but Puppy has thought of it all and finds a way to lead Na'Vi to Game 1 victory. It felt like Empire were in such a good position. They stopped Dendy getting too many
also another
kills. And
question, Gods. Do you think that their over-aggressiveness
Empire?
gave them the advantage and lost the game as well for them?
It definitely, it gave them an advantage at that time, but it also, without a doubt, could have lost them the game there. Like even that last fight, Silent could have just pushed mid lane. He didn't have to come back and defend. It felt like he could have just taken the top Raxes, swings mid, goes for another lane of Raxes, forces not. Maybe you trade Raxes, but late game, both teams down maybe 4 Raxes. I think Empire's still a good shot, but for some reason they tried to fight. They didn't have buybacks.
If both sides has Raxes down, and I would always favor the side with the anti-mage.
Yeah.
Always.
And at the same, and they also just needed to buy time because Na'Vi can fight when they didn't have buybacks. They were happy to take those risks, whereas Empire, without buyback on Anti-Mage, without buyback on the Bounty Hunter, they weren't really able to take that fight.
And like you said, Kovos wasn't even full slotted. He still had 1 slot. Imagine if he had 6 slotted.
He could have bought that Divine Rapier or Abyssal Blade.
The game would have been like, the fights would have been far worse for Empire.
If you get an Abyssal Blade on Havos, suddenly he has a stun that goes through the Anti-Mage's BKB, it goes through the BKB of the Bounty Hunter, and fights get a lot easier. But
Yeah.
that's all theorycraft. Na'Vi, they take down Game 1. Empire a bit too over-aggressive, perhaps, and we're going to see if Empire can bounce back. It's your Grand Finals. Empire beaten Na'Vi before in the Winner Bracket Finals, but this is a Grand Finals. Winner takes home $12,500. Loser, I think, takes home around $7,000 to $8,000, guys. It's your TECHLABS Grand Final. We're going to have a quick break. When we come back, myself and Winter will be live with game number 2. Stay tuned.